What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've got an old style fashioned Blu-ray update for you guys. I know it's been a long time since I've done my last one, again another month. Time just flies, I know. I keep meaning to do an update, just being busy, but here we are back with another update. So guys, I've got plenty of titles in this update to talk about, some really cool ones. So without further ado, let's get started on the video. Alright guys, I'm just going to jump in here real quick in the middle of the video. I'm actually currently editing the video right now when I'm filming this. But I just want to apologise because I noticed when I was editing the video that a lot of the titles had a lot of glare on them. I'm sorry for that, it's just I've been trying a new setup out, so I didn't really know how bad the glare was going to be. So I'll try and improve that for the next video. So I just wanted to come on here and apologise for that because I know it's a bit annoying. But yeah, I'm just trying new things out on my channel and also in the videos themselves and kind of cross-referencing them together. So I just wanted to jump on here and apologise for that. So let's get back to the video. Alright guys, so the first title I'm going to be talking about here is Hacksaw Ridge. Now this is the 4K Ultra HD disc combo pack with the Blu-ray. And I don't have a 4K setup. The story behind it was I went into my local HMV on release day and I was intending to pick up the steelbook, which in the UK was not an exclusive, so I thought they'll have quite a few copies because the non-exclusives they usually do and they sit around for quite a bit. So I went in and they had absolutely no copies whatsoever. You know, I asked the manager who I know, he said they didn't even get any in, so for whatever reason. So I just decided, you know what, it's the same price, so I'm just going to pick up the 4K release instead. Because I am looking to pick up a 4K by the end of the year, and if I can get a few new releases before the end of the year so that when I do get a 4K setup I don't have to rush out and pick up some 4Ks, then that's all convenient. So yeah, Hacksaw Ridge, I saw this in the cinemas, I absolutely loved it. I'm a huge fan of Mel Gibson, you know, Braveheart, We Were Soldiers, I love those two kind of war type movies, and this was no disappointment. Easily the better out of the two, for my opinion. It was just incredible. The fight sequences were so realistic. You know, there was actually some jump moments in the battle scenes also, which was really cool. So it's great to see that Mel Gibson's back directing and on top form, really, because this was just an incredible movie. Andrew Garfield, at first when I saw him in the trailer, I wasn't confident on him being in the movie. But I guess that was just due to the Spider-Man movies. But I give him props, he did a fantastic job in this one. And you know, the film wouldn't be the same without him. So yeah, Hacksaw Ridge, if you want to go and check out an unboxing, I do have one on my channel. So you can go and check that out on my channel if you haven't seen one. It comes with like a booklet as well in here. So yeah, first title was Hacksaw Ridge. Alright guys, next up, I went to my local That's Entertainment store. And I picked up a deal from their 2 for £5 deal. So the first title I picked up was Expendables 3 on Blu-ray. To complete the trilogy off, I heard that number 4 is having problems being made. I don't know. For me, the third one was the better movie out of the 3. I really enjoyed this one, and again, Mel Gibson's in it. I thought the cast was the best out of this one. You know, you got Harrison Ford, you've even got Ronda Rousey. If you don't know who she is, she's a MMA fighter in UFC. She's like probably the best female fighter in that division. And to see her in this was just brilliant, you know, because when I went into the film, I didn't know she was in it, because I actually saw this on TV not too long ago. And now I've only just picked up the Blu-ray. So yeah, it was great to see her in it, and it was great to see Mel Gibson as the villain in the movie. I thought he did a great job. I just had the most fun time with this one, you know. I think the first one I've seen so many times now, I get kind of a bit burnt out of it. Whereas this one I've only seen, I think, twice. So I'm really enjoying watching this one. I can see myself watching this, you know, a couple times a year now. So yeah, really good movie, Expendables 3. And to go along with it guys, I picked up The Amazing Spider-Man 2 in 3D. Now I do already own this movie on steelbook. But like the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, the steelbooks came out and there was no 3D copies included. Nowadays they're pretty good on doing that, but a few years ago sometimes the 3D would not be included. And me being a big 3D fan, I wanted to pick up the 3D copies, and luckily they were very cheap. So, you know, in the 2 for 5 offer, I technically only paid £2.50 for this one, which is really good. It came with the slipcover as well, which was really nice. And yeah, I haven't rewatched this movie yet, but I tell you what, when I watched The Amazing Spider-Man in 3D, it changed the whole movie for me. I enjoyed it so much more, and so I'm going into this film thinking it will do the same. Because when I first saw this, I really did not like it. And I saw a bit on TV recently, and I thought it was okay. So I really hope that the 3D is excellent. I know someone on here called Channel Dawnstar. He really recommended the 3D on this one better than the first one. So I am looking forward to checking it out in 3D and kind of giving it a second watch, but with the 3D. So yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Alright guys, so next up, I did a big order on Music Magpie's website. They had a 20% off sale during their bank holiday weekend. So the first one I picked up was Brooklyn's Finest with Wesley Snipes and Ethan Hawke. I've not seen this movie, I've heard some good things about it. I saw the trailer on YouTube not too long ago, so I thought I'd pick it up. It was less than £2, you know, with the 20% off, so I thought I'd take a gamble on it and check it out. If you've seen this movie, definitely let me know if it's any good, if it was worth the £2, or if it's even worth more than that. So yeah, let me know guys if Brooklyn's Finest is a good movie or not. Next up guys, I picked up The Fighter on Blu-ray. This is an upgrade from DVD. This is probably my favourite sports movie out of the ones that I've seen. Christian Bale plays a drug addict who is like an ex-boxing legend, and HBO are making a documentary about him, and he's also training his little brother to become a boxer and, you know, to become as good as he was. It's a really good movie. It's not just about boxing, it's a lot about drug addiction, prison, family, and then of course there is the boxing aspect into it. It's a really good movie though. It was the first movie I saw Amy Adams in also, and she did a great job in this one. She was kind of Mark Wahlberg's girlfriend throughout the movie. Really good movie, definitely check it out. The boxing scenes are fantastic. There's some good montage scenes in there of working out. You know, the subplot of like the drug addiction and the documentary is really good. It kind of adds something to the movie other than your typical, you know, boxing movie. Strongly recommend checking this one out guys, it is great. In my opinion, Christian Bale's best performance, because you totally believe he's a drug addict. So yeah, The Fighter. Next up guys, I've got The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the David Fincher remake, or reboot if you want to call it. I'm a huge David Fincher fan. You know, I love Seven, I love Zodiac, I love Social Network, you know, just to name a few. And I have not seen this yet. I have not seen it yet. I hear great things about it. I also hear great things about the original trilogy, which I heard that they're no longer doing for the new movie. They're not doing the trilogy. It would have been great to see a Fincher trilogy. That would have been brilliant, I think. But yeah, I haven't seen the original trilogy, and I saw a bit of it on TV, and it kind of reminded me that I needed to check these movies out. And so I thought, if I watch the newer one, which I believe is in English, I may enjoy it more than watching the original first. So if I enjoy this, I'm going to go back and check out the original trilogy, because I really need to get more foreign films and start watching a lot more. You know, I've got a couple in the collection that I do enjoy. Probably my favourite one is Downfall, all about Hitler's last days in Germany, or the last days of his life basically. Definitely check that movie out. But yeah, so I was really happy to pick this one up. It's a 2-disc release. I was worried when it came that it wouldn't be, but it is. So you get a whole disc of bonus features, which if you know me, I absolutely love. So I was not disappointed there. So yeah, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Alright guys, next up is the current TV show that I'm going through. I'm trying to stick to this one show and just try and get it finished. Usually when I watch shows, I watch the first season and then I change show, but I'm really sticking to this one, and it is House of Cards. This is seasons 1 and 2, and then I also got season 3. House of Cards is a great show. I really enjoyed it. I started watching it on Netflix. Now I used to have the 1 to 3 jumbo case box set where it came with all 3 individual seasons, but they were in like big jumbo Blu-ray cases, and I didn't like those because these are actually really nice additions because they're really thin and they're nice digipacks, and I'm all about artwork, so I sold the box set and I picked these up. This was $7.50, but what ended up happening was is the seller had listed this as a new copy, but when it came it was used and a bit damaged, so I messaged them and they just gave me my money back and said I could keep it. So I got first 2 seasons for nothing, and then season 3 I grabbed off of Amazon for about $8.50, so that was pretty cool. Brand new and sealed still. So if you want to see the inside of the box set, you do get them individually, which is pretty cool. I did enjoy how you got them individually still. So yeah, really good artwork on the back. So yeah, really good show guys. Definitely check out House of Cards if you haven't. It's a really good show. It is political, of course, you know, it's set in the White House, but it's not too confusing, you know, you do get caught up with it. By the end of every episode you do usually understand it all. And some of the characters in there are really good, and kind of their storyline plots on the side are really good. So I'd really recommend checking out this show. It's very good. Alright guys, next up I've got the Ride Along 2-pack. This containing both the Ride Along movies in here. Now I was on Amazon about 2 weeks ago, and it was around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, don't ask why. And I noticed that they had major price clashes. Like a lot of stuff were going down in price very cheap. This was originally I think £14 at the time, and for whatever reason they lowered the price to £1.20. Brand new with the codes, everything. So that was a great deal. I couldn't pass that up. I didn't own these movies either, so I was definitely going to be picking these up. So it does come with both the movies separately on their own, which I do like. I prefer it when they do that. And Ride Along 2 I actually only just watched a couple weeks ago on Now TV, and I gotta say I enjoyed it more than the first one. I really thought this movie was great. The action was great, the humour was really good in it. So I enjoyed number 2 more, you know, despite most people saying it was kind of crap. But the first one was pretty good also still. I didn't hate it, I just didn't think it was as good as the second one. So, but yeah, for £1.20 that was a really good deal, and I think it did sell out rather quickly. So yeah, the Ride Along 2-pack. Alright guys, next up, another one of these price clash items. I picked up the Clint Eastwood box set. This is the 8-film collection. This was reduced down to £1.84, brand new and sealed with Prime delivery. It's usually at 25, I think they've dropped it down to 15 now, but £1.84 is an incredible deal, you know, incredible deal, and it was sold out when I bought it, and so I actually had to wait a couple weeks to get it. I know the Blue Corner also ordered his, we were talking about them actually on Twitter, and yeah, great set. It looks really cool. So what you get inside is the 8 movies inside, which is pretty cool. So you get Kogan's Bluff, 2 Meals for Sister Sarah, The Begilded, Play Misty for Me, Joe Kidd, High Plains Drifter, Breezy, and The Eager Sanction. So those are all the movies you get inside the box set, all in individual cases, which is again great. So yeah, really cool, and for £2. So I ordered 2, one for myself and one for my uncle. So yeah, really glad to have gotten that. And I believe, as I said, I believe it's up to £15 now. So, but yeah, definitely really glad to have picked that up. Alright guys, next up, trying to build up my classic movies and also my Steve McQueen movies. I picked up the Sand Pebbles on Blu-ray. I got this off of, again, Magpie actually, Music Magpie, when they had the 20% off sale. It was £6 used, so I got it down to about a £5, £4 something. For this title is pretty good, because usually on Amazon it's about £10 or £11. So I was really glad to have picked this one up. I haven't watched it yet though, I haven't seen it either. I've only seen, you know, clips on YouTube or the TV. But I'm really looking forward to checking out a lot more of his films. I'm going to try getting the US imports, because as usual the UK have hardly any. So yeah, definitely really excited to check this one out. Leave a comment if this is a good movie or not. Alright guys, lastly for the Blu-rays, we've got a couple DVDs to show you, but lastly for the Blu-rays, sorry, I picked up the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy, not the fourth one, I'll explain in a minute. Yeah, so Disney actually re-released all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies for the new one coming out. And they re-released them with brand new artwork, slipcovers, and also the 2-disc releases. Now I did have the box set before with all 4 of them, but there was no extras on them, and it was a kind of a crap release. So I sold that and I picked these up, so I wasn't out of pocket when I upgraded to these. So they're really cool. So there's Curse of the Black Pearl, really nice. I love the cover on there. And then there's Dead Man's Chest, and then there's At World's End, which is really nice. So yeah, so those were, well, the first one was $6.99, these two were $7.99, so yeah, it was a pretty good price all around. And so yeah, basically I wanted them because they had the 2-disc editions, which have got fantastic special features, and also the nice, you know, sleeve artwork. So yeah, and I wasn't out of pocket when upgrading, so that was always a good thing. The reason why I never picked up the 4th one was because I have the 3D Blu-ray for that one, so I didn't even need to bother upgrading that one. So yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy. I haven't seen the new one yet. You know, let me know if it's any good. I've heard mixed things about it, but you know, I'll probably end up loving it anyway. I do enjoy At World's End, even though it is kind of a crap movie. So yeah, the Pirates trilogy. Alright guys, so the first DVD I picked up was The Proposition. Now I've heard really good things about this movie over the years. You know, YouTubers talking about it, film critics talking about it, and so I thought it was finally time to check the movie out. And I picked up in CX for 50p, very good deal. It's for the 2-disc release also, which apparently again has got really good special features, I've heard. And yeah, it's an Australian Western with Guy Pearce, Ray Winston and Emily Watson, so I really look forward to checking this out. I've seen the trailer a few times, and it looks like a good brutal Western, so you know, again, let me know if this is any good. I'll be watching this in the next few weeks, I reckon. And the last title for this update, guys, is Apocalypto. I bought this a couple of days before Hacksaw Ridge came out. I was planning on watching it before then, but I just never did. And he also directed this movie, so I was trying to get kind of in the mood for Hacksaw Ridge coming out. Now I've seen this movie countless times on TV, and I've never actually saw the full film. I've always missed half of it, or it's really late at night, and so I've always missed it. So I finally just decided I'm just going to pick it up. So I picked it up, and again it was only 50p, and I'm looking forward to checking out the full film. It looks really interesting. It's meant to be a great kind of adventure film, or action film. Well, not action film, but I've heard great things about it, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. And I suppose you could call it a foreign film because it's in a foreign language, so yeah, as I said about the girl with the dragon tattoo, I picked up a foreign film, kind of. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. So guys, that is the Blu-ray update coming to an end now. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I've done a couple of changes to the way I make the videos and when I'm editing them as well. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything here that you want to talk about, definitely leave a comment and we'll start talking. You know, there's some great titles there that probably most people have seen around the time, so yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to go and follow me on Twitter, I leave links to all these great deals I find, so like the Amazon price glitches, I linked to those. If I'm selling anything, I always you know, put a link on my Twitter, so definitely check me out on Twitter, and also follow me on Letterboxd so you can see what I've been watching throughout the month. I've been really active on there recently. So yeah, so until next time guys, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.